Hi, this is Ed with Ed's Effects. Just giving you a real quick rundown of a recent Big Muff, vintage Big Muff repair that I just did. This is about a 7879 op amp version. Sounds really good. When I got it, it had a number of things. One was the wiring, but mostly the tone bypass switch had a lot of gunk inside of it, and I needed to clean that out. And the pots had really dried up a lot. Usually there's some kind of a grease when pots are made to keep them turning nice and easily, and over the years and probably after a cleaning or two, that grease is dried up and gone away. And so I went and did mostly it was cleaning with some rewiring. In this particular case, the person who sent it, it had been wired up backwards, where you'll notice in here there's a stereo style input jack, and that's used to complete the circuit to put voltage into the circuit. Because what would happen is you'd plug the battery in, and even with everything unplugged, it was still draining the battery. So I've got that fixed in the way it should be. The other thing was in the power jack, there was a lot of corrosion, oxidation, I guess you could say, on that was making it that was actually causing problems with it making contact. And pretty much that was it. Now, the big thing is, as far as the cleaning, what I had to do, or what I did, and what I do like to do if I can, is to maintain and keep the original parts, just to keep the value of the pedal. And you know, you can use electronics cleaner in parts if you've got a scratchy pot or if a switch isn't working well. But after a couple times, that stops working, and you can actually gunk it up even more with that cleaner. So what you actually do, and I left right here in this particular case, you'll notice on the old parts, the metal tabs. And if you're very careful, you can lift up these metal tabs, take the switch or the pot apart, and you can actually get in there and clean out all that gunk. And I did that as well with the old pots here. And the nice thing about the old pots is when you take this back cap off, everything comes out. The whole pot breaks apart and is easy to get to and clean. Put some new grease inside of it, and that works really well. The newer pots, unfortunately, they're stamped in there, and they don't work as well. So that's all I'm really going to say about that. Apart from the fact that I should also mention that you pretty much only get one really good shot at doing that, because if you were to lift the tabs over and over, they will break. So you could do it about once. You might be able to stretch a second time out of it, but I really wouldn't trust it. Apart from that, this is how it came. Most of it, from what I can tell, looks original. Electro Harmonix made a lot of changes to the pedals, and from year to year, even in that year. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly, you know, sometimes, unless you've got some photographs of untouched ones to double check. But for the most part, this is all standard, apart from that hole. So let's give her a shot. I've got my my Fender Jazzmaster here, going into an Allen sweet spot with 6L6s, and hopefully this doesn't overdrive the camera. So without further ado, you can hear it sounds really nice. You'll notice there's no scratching in the pots. They turn really nice. When I first got them, they'd actually stick, so it was really difficult if you really just wanted to tweak and make a very small adjustment. Now they turn pretty well. They're not nearly as good as they would, if they were brand new, but there's really only so much you can do. This also has the tone bypass switch in the back that was causing a lot of problem. You notice I'm switching that, and everything works great. So with the switch, I guess, disengaged since it's bypass, you can notice your tone control works. Switching it, engaging it, actually takes the tone circuit out. And there you go. So we got some good sustain. And that's pretty much it. Sorry, no riffs on this particular video. This is more or less just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. So anyway, thanks for watching. And again, this is Ed with Ed's Effects, and if you have any questions about restoring vintage pedals and electronics, feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section. And thanks a lot.